Why is it so hard to get a response from someone through email? Why is it so hard to get research with someone? Well, I don't know if I have the answer to that, but I can definitely help you contact some people and get your name out there, get you working in research, and hopefully these tips can help you. The first way is actually by joining competitions or hackathons. And basically what happens with these type of things is that a principal investigator or a clinician, they have an idea, and they want to build it. They want to actually put it to a test, and they want to get a variety of skills together from different people. And they build a team around the problem and they come up with a solution. Just had an Innovate for Health Calgary competition. The same thing, clinicians had an idea, or maybe they might have more than an idea. They're looking for help and they select students to work with them, and from there they go off, and that's a great way to meet people. I was a part of a competition called NeuroNexus in 2020, and basically ophthalmologists, they had a number of images of optic neuritis, and they wanted the team to build an artificial intelligence software that can diagnose the disease better than people. So we did that, and we actually won first place prize in the research stream that year, and it was a great way for me to get to know them and potentially work with them in the future. Second way is obvious, but it should be repeated, and it should be emphasized a lot, but it is use your connections. I have a hard time doing this, but it always comes down to this. Like I can apply and I can randomly email people, but what works is actually just going through somebody and there's no shame in that. You need to use your privilege, you need to use your you have that connection, you're lucky to have a connection, you should use it. I know, like, sometimes it feels like nepotism, but just use it. Use that connection, especially in medicine. It's all word of mouth. Talk to your manager, talk to your talk to your dads, uncles, bro. Talk to everybody. Trust me, it would be so much easier for you if you just did that and didn't have to go through the email thing. So if you have a connection, even if it's a vague connection, even if it's like, I don't know, man, like your old managers, like someone, try going in with a connection. Even if it's like a weak one, because that will beat out an email any day. Fourth one is sell your story. So if you're coming in from out of town, I recently got this advice from a doctor that I was talking to, and basically what I got out of that conversation was to sell your story. She talked to me about someone who had come and emailed her and told her that, hey, my girl, this is for someone, like, I'm an international medical student and I want to get to Calgary and I want to practice here and I want to get experience here. So what this guy did was that he emailed the doctor and he's like, hey, I'm so and so, and I want to move back to Calgary, and I actually have a girlfriend here who's da 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 da. And he made that connection. He's like, I have a girlfriend here, and I want to move back to Calgary. That's a good point. So the doctor was like, well, of course he wants to move back here. So it really comes down to selling your story. That's definitely what I'm going to be doing when I'm going to be talking to people here. I'm going to be trying to emphasize the point that, hey, I want to work with you in Calgary because I want to come back to Calgary, and Calgary is a very special place to me. My family's here, and I want to come back. So you want to actually pull on those heartstrings in your email. Don't just say, oh, I'm interested in email. Like, I think I'm interested in your research, and that's generic stuff. Like, it's okay to say that, but like maybe even if you're in town, tell them, like, give them like a deeper connection that that makes you more human, and it also sells a story that, hey, then they want to help you. They're like, yeah, oh, you want to come back, I want to reunite. In their mind, it's like, oh, I want to reunite this person with their family, or I want to help this person get back to their girlfriend and spend the rest of their life together. It sounds weird, it sounds corny, cheesy, but doctors are human. This is what, you know, we're emotional beings. So I think that's something that I came to a realization that you should kind of put in an element of emotion in there. Not beg, but be like, okay, give them a reason to help you, is kind of what I'm saying. The fourth one is a bonus, and it is counterintuitive, but reach out to people who have rejected you. This actually worked for me. I was out of leads. I didn't know who to contact. I needed to do research in my first year summer of medical school. And before COVID, I had interviewed with this person. He had contacted my references. We had a phone conversation. We had an in-person meeting. He knew who I was, and he just ghosted me. And I was really down bad at that point, because this is after a bunch of random emails. This is after tweaking my CV, tweaking my resume for each position, and this was kind of like the last straw. After this, I was just like, yo, I'm done. I'm not contacting anybody. But anyways, he ghosted me, and what happened was a year later, I was in the same spot. I didn't have anybody to research with. So I emailed him, I contacted him again, and I'm like, hey, do you remember me? We met at this coffee shop, and you reached out to my references. I'm still interested in your research. I looked up his current research, and I was like, okay, you worked on this. I'm interested in that. Do you have any spots? So like, do you want to continue the research that we talked about last year? Do you want to, like, I reached out to him again. I didn't care if because in my mind he rejected me, but I didn't care. I was like, let's reach out to this person again, because he will remember me. It was that kind of a conversation. So reach out to people that you think rejected you, or what more you can do is always ask for feedback. So if they rejected you, ask for feedback, and maybe even ask them, hey, do you, like, maybe I wasn't a great fit for you, but do you know anybody who I could work with, or who would be interested? So those are just ways that you could do it. Another way, I mean, a bonus, if we're talking about this now, sign up to university job boards. They have research assistant positions, always, advertised. I still get emails from them, like you know how on LinkedIn it's like, oh, this many jobs in your area are hiring. I still get emails like that, so maybe give that a try. But yeah, that's all the tips I have. Let me know if you actually reach out to somebody who has rejected you. That's always a funny one. It's always a very counterintuitive one. But reach out to those people who you think would remember you, and let me know what you think. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I didn't introduce myself in the beginning, but my name is Abdul. I am now going into my third year of medicine, and I'm going to be making more videos on life and on medicine and my journey. So hope you stick around. Thank you.